Hi, I'm Dana. Welcome to our video chat. Today I want to talk about sleep deprivation and some signs that you can watch for that your baby might actually be sleep deprived. And I put this up on a Facebook post a few months ago and people got a little bit annoyed with me, but I'm just stating the facts here. And tip number one is that if your child is falling asleep in under 5 minutes, so their head hits the crib or pillow and boom, they're out in a minute or two, that is sign number one that your child may be sleep deprived or running a sleep debt. It takes the average person, a well-rested person who has appropriate amounts of fatigue, takes that person anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes to fall asleep at night. And anything less than 5, and this is just, you can look it up, this is what the experts say, that means there's some level of sleep deprivation going on there. Okay, so that's the first sign. And that can just be a scheduling problem. Maybe you're waiting too long between naps, perhaps bedtime is a bit too late, and really all you need to do is clean up the schedule, move bedtime earlier, and you will prevent all of that from occurring. Okay? Another thing to look for is falling asleep with motion. If every time you buckle her into the car seat, she is asleep within 30 seconds of a drive, or asleep within 5 or 10 minutes of a drive, then you may need to look at your schedule again. Babies who are on a schedule and well rested, if it's not actually nap time, they shouldn't fall asleep in the car. Okay? And if you're fall asleep, I hear from people all the time who say, oh gosh, the minute the car starts, I'm fast asleep, as long as you're the passenger, hopefully, not the driver. But then you need to look at your own schedule, and that's a sign that you are running on some sort of a sleep debt if every time you're riding in a car, you fall asleep. Same with airplanes, so that's just a side tip for you all. But same with the stroller. If every time you put her in the stroller, bang, she's asleep, you've got to have a good hard look at what's going on in her schedule. Now, if it is nap time, a tip I always give people when they travel is that if you have to drive any length of time or distance, to plan your trip around a nap, so hopefully baby will sleep a chunk of the drive and it'll just make life a little bit easier. But otherwise, she shouldn't be falling asleep unless it's actually a nap time. Okay, so those are a couple of things I want you to watch for, and just see if there's some things you need to tweak in your child's schedule so that you can prevent this, because operating on a sleep debt is not good for anybody, but it certainly isn't going to be good for your children, and they really do need some time when they're in the crib to sort of start relaxing and let sleep come more naturally instead of just conking out of pure exhaustion every time they hit the crib. All right, thanks so much for watching today. Sleep well.